Hey, how's it going? It's your boy Dalton from the Petrol List, and this is the Petrol List Podcast. I know it kind of looks like a video, but who's counting? So, if you followed my IG account, the Petrol List, or go to the petrollist.com website, you can see that I'm always writing car articles, doing car-related stories. This time around, I felt like, I want to do a podcast so I can just talk about the top 5 things car-related that I feel like talking about for the week, because reels and stories are just too short, and I think podcasts are cool. Without further ado, let's get started.
Hey, what's going on? It's the Petrol List
Podcast.
The first topic I want to talk about is how did self-driving cars and electric cars become so uncool? I know they're popular in some circles, but I think amongst car enthusiasts like myself, they have just become so, kind of lame. And I think, here's why. But first, when were they cool? Does anybody remember Knight Rider? David Hasselhoff had this black Trans Am. It was really dope. It had the red little sensor that goes back and forth. At least I think it was a sensor. I'm sure it was just a strobe light or something. I don't know. But basically, the car was smart. It was his buddy. It was almost like a sidekick or a dog or something. I don't know. It was always there to help. And, I think Hasselhoff's character was Mike or Michael or something. Everybody in the 90s was Mike, or the 80s was Mike. Anyway, he called for the car, and the car would come jumping off a building, onto a beach, drift into the villain, knock him out, open the door, and Michael would jump in and get away. Completely cool concept. I was a kid when I was watching it, and I wanted KITT. I wanted a car like that could, drive when I didn't feel like driving, and, rescue me from, whatever, kind of be my sidekick. And it was a cool concept. And I was a car guy, since I was no taller than a Miata. And I still wanted that car. And lo and behold, that was a totally autonomous vehicle, and that concept was cool. So why is it that when that concept kind of came to life here in the 2020s or whatever it is, I mean, the technology isn't perfect, but it's kind of there, but not a lot of people want it except for, the kind of the tech enthusiasts. My theory is that since the kind of technologically or IT innocent 80s, where everything robotic and, computerized was cool, it was there to be your friend, I think it's gotten creepy. Anytime you're taking in data, you're also giving data. So you're sitting here watching my podcast, I'm giving you data by talking, what time the podcast is or whatever. They're also, watching you back, the corporations are. So whether you're watching, cat videos or, CrossFit, if you're into that, or, whatever else that you're watching, they're watching how long you watched it, they're watching how long you listened to the ads, and they're creating a profile. And, the same thing goes for the, modern self-driving cars. It's not kind of your own encapsulated sidekick, best friend that kind of does what you want. It's almost like an electronic nanny or an electronic tattletale. And for that reason, it just kind of lost the cool factor because it's not really yours. The autonomy kind of belongs to the government. And, at this point in time, it's like, if it wants to drive you straight to the jail for driving too fast, in theory, if it's a fully self-driving car, it could probably do that. Kit would never do that. That's why Kit was cool.